All right. Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, Eddie, and I am back with another episode of Katawa Shoujo. And yes, I know it's been a bit of a while, but I am back. So, okay, let me do a very rapid sound check, and then we'll get right into it, shall we? Okay, sound's working well, everything's going well. I think we may as well get going. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it's I know it's been more than a night for me. Dear God, he saw. It's hold on, let me move some stuff to the side. Kind of comfortable with everything also tilted onto the... Okay. Next morning, I recall what a perfect light last night. Okay, so in case you didn't recall, we saw the fireworks with Shizune last night. I also actually, before I get started, I do want to talk a little bit about the next route I want to do. I know it's probably a little early to be talking about that, but honestly, you know how I said I kind of wanted to save Lily for last because I thought, you know, best for last, right? But if you kind of look at it, right? For Lily, I have to... For Misha, I have to go all the way, essentially, back to the beginning. And, like, redo it. Because I have not chosen the Misha options at all. As you know, the last time I sort of tried it, right? So what I'm saying is, I might just do Lily's route next. Because, yeah, I know Lily, the most anticipated girl for me at this point, is, But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I will still do Rin's route last. Simply because, like, yeah, I know it's not going to take that long, but I feel like there's going to be way more saves and stuff like that. And it's just going to be way hard to go back to Lily's if I play Rin's route first. Because, you know, the annoyance of having to scroll through a little bit and wonder, oh, wait, what exact save do I... I think it's this one, right? It is this... Is it this one or is it this one? Whatever. So the point is, I'm probably going to do Lily's route next. You know, I'm just saying. And as I said, I don't remember who sent me that video, but there is that one fanfic about after Hanako's route that I really have to read. And I think whoever it was, I don't know if you're here, but you did tell me you kind of have to... what do you call it? You do have to watch the sheet, or you do have to go through the Lily's route because there are spoilers from it, so... Yeah, that's something I'm gonna be doing next. I guess I should probably get on that as well. Anyways, the next morning, I recall what a perfect night last night was. So much so that I can't stop thinking about it. It's probably not the most appropriate time to reminisce, since I have a test first period. Oh dear God. Ah, it's unfair. How could they do this? They hold a festival that is the culmination of what has to be at least a few weeks of work on a Sunday, then followed with an exam starting the very next morning. That is fucked. It's gotta be some kind of sick joke. I'm not too worried about it, but I wonder if they really couldn't have held off on this for at least another week. Well, at least the weather this morning is nice enough that I can study outside before class. It's a lot more refreshing out here than it would be in the classroom. Not to mention how quiet it is, I'm starting to think that everyone else will be sleeping in pretty late today. I put down the notes for viewing for a second and stare at the school grounds, still littered with festival stalls. Looking at them now in the daytime without paper lanterns or crowds of people to draw my attention away from... Looking at them now in the daytime, without paper lanterns or crowds of people to draw my attention away from them, I noticed something peculiar. A lot of the stalls that Shizune, Misha, and I visited last night also happened to be the ones that we worked on. That's cute. Did Shizune come up with this? It has to be intentional, especially knowing her. Did she hope that I would catch on and see the fruits of our labors? Although, based on what I was saying last time, is Shizune's route meant to be the last one played? I feel like it is, because Amy's route. Someone did mention that Amy's route might be the one you're meant to play first, because hers is like the easiest to get. I just went in blind without any guides, and I got the Amy route. She also has the easiest, like, quote unquote path out, because even if you like stumble onto the bad route, as we recall, we do get a chance to, you know, get out of it. I hear footsteps crunching the grass behind me and turn around. I feel slightly paranoid, but all I find is Shizune standing there with an innocuous look on her face. Good morning. Why do I keep forgetting that she can't hear me? Probably because I've gotten so used to Misha translating for both of us that I actually haven't run into many situations where I was forced to acknowledge Shizune's deafness and the problems that could stem from it. I think yesterday was the first. I give her a wave anyway. I could at least do this much, but I'm not even going to pretend for a minute that I could hold a conversation with her, considering my ignorance of sign language. It's something you gotta learn, Hisao. Would it be rude to just go back to my notes? I don't know what else I could do. Where's Misha? Not just because I can't understand you. You two are always together anyway, so I'm not used to seeing you apart. I know it's silly, but for some reason talking to her makes me feel less awkward. Surprisingly, she said she doesn't get mad at all. She starts signing, but it's different than usual. Shizune's hands move more slowly and the gestures are simpler. I quickly realize this isn't sign language at all, but she's still attempting to communicate with me. Aww. So there's the sign language of breaking it down to layman's terms. I'm terrified that if I attempt to gesticulate back, it'll look like a total dumbass. The look on Shizune's face tells me that she is starting to think that trying to have any kind of back and forth like this is not exactly the best way to accomplish things. There has to be a better way. He looks so angry. Writing on a pad? Well, I do have a paper and pencil. What else, though? Cell phones? I don't really have much use for mine here, so I barely carry it around. I don't know if Shizune even has one. She takes the initiative, holding the finger for asking for a pause before pulling out a pad and pen from her bag and writing a single word on it. Hello? I stare blankly at her and receive a similar but somehow more intimidating stare in response. She nudges the pad in my direction forcefully, clearly wanting me to reply, "Good morning." Shizune beams with a disproportionate amount of happiness. She starts twirling her pen triumphantly as she thinks about where to go from here. Now, come on, it's not like we just invented fire. Shizune pushes her glasses curtly as if she heard me, and then starts writing at a furious pace. Use notepad, right. I'm confused. Am I supposed to take it from her right okay now? This is about the furthest thing I could imagine for a smooth and flowing conversation. It makes me envy with ease which Misha is able to communicate with Shizune. Are you studying for the test? I'm pretty sure I could get away with answering simple yes or no questions like this with nods. You are here very early. Most people sleep in late after the festival. That means you are abnormal. Is that so? Hisao is kind of an interesting fellow, I am gonna say. Like, the more you look at him, like, the more you kind of realize he is a little bit different. You're here too. Before handing that response back to her, I remember what I noticed earlier and add... Yesterday was fun. I noticed today that I built a lot of the stalls we went to. Maybe that's why they're so familiar. Was this another game? She shakes her head side to side indignantly. No tricks. I thought that because you had made those stalls, they were the most important ones. We had to visit them because everyone should appreciate the fruits of their labors. I wanted you to be able to see and enjoy what you had done. I'm sort of touched. Still, I had to wonder why she would go out of her way, and I asked that as much in my response. Because you were depressed. Oh! I want to say it was we saw what happened in the Kenji route. Shit! I want to say I was depressed for days, but stop. It's true I was moping quite a bit, and not being too subtle about it half the time either, so it's possible that she knew. Was everything she did just to cheer me up then? Thanks. I mumble it before I could catch myself, but Shizune doesn't seem to care. I write it down instead, and she nods once as if unused to it. The silence between us grows more vast with each passing sound, and there's nothing I can do to break it. Having to write everything down on paper kind of destroys any hope of trying to be casual. Good luck on the exam. Shizune pushes the pad right in front of my eyes. Sorry. That's not me being sick. That's been over with for a while. Shizune pushes the pad right in front of my eyes, breaking my concentration, taking the initiative as always. As she walks into the school building, I can't help feeling a little sad. That felt like the longest 20 minutes of my life, and it's all because it's so alien to me to have a face-to-face conversation with someone by passing notes to each other that I can't help coming up blank most of the time. It makes me want to learn sign language. That's easier said than done. Although, in a school like Yamaku, they may very well have sign language classes. In that case, there will be little reason not to pursue this. The only person I can think to ask at the moment is Misha. How badly do I want to know this? There's two options. Wait until after class or go look for her now. I guess I'll not go now, but I'm not sure where she is. My best bet would be to start searching for her in the girls' dorm, though. After all, if she wasn't with Shizune, that's probably the only place where she would be. A guy casually prowling around the girls' dorm early in the morning is unacceptable, but asking Misha around sign language classes in front of Shizune would be just as unthinkable. She has to come to school sometime. After all, we're in the same class, so she too has to take this test. If I wait here, I'll be sure to see her sooner or later. I just hope she doesn't walk past me while I'm flipping through my notes. It turns out to be a pretty long wait. As students file into the school, I wonder if Misha is going to be late. Eventually, I can't catch sight of her. When she bounces around the school grounds, it hits me that I have to be blind to miss her with her incredibly distinctive hair. God. The drill hair. Goated hairstyle for real. Hi, Hee-chan. Good morning. Morning. I don't have a lot of time left before the class starts, so I cut directly to the chase. Hey, can I ask you a question? A question? Okay, Hee-chan. Sure. I have time, but it's only because I'm late. What does that mean? Haha, I should have woken up earlier. But I was so tired. If I had, I would have had to study, but since I didn't, it won't hurt. What is it, Hee-chan? Well, there are sign language classes here, right? Yep, they're electives. Why do you want to know, Hee-chan? For some reason, the question briefly makes me panic. No question, no reason, just sounds interesting, but I guess it's too late to sign up now, right? I'm not exactly being too subtle here, but Misha never seems to pick up on things like that anyway, so I'm probably being more cautious than is necessary. Don't underestimate people. Ah well, Hee-chan, I've heard that there are fewer and fewer students taking sign language every year, so, if you want to, I'm sure they will let you in. Are you thinking of learning sign language, Hee-chan? Yeah. You learn sign language, Hee-chan, that would make Hee-chan really happy. If you want, we could go to the teacher's office after school. They'll probably let you in. That would be great. Don't tell Shizune I want to learn it, though. Why not? So it could be a surprise. Besides, it'll look bad if you tell her this morning, then I can find out in the afternoon that I can't take the classes. Aw, you're right, Hee-chan. Still, this will be hard. It's such good news. I'm the student council, so I may as well try learning it. Even if it's just the basics, it's a step up from nothing. Besides, Shizune and I can't keep relaying everything through you as if you were a phone or something, right? Wahahaha! You're right, Hee-chan. The bell rings to signal the start of first period, cutting our conversation short. I guess I'll just ask a teacher after classes are through. Her reaction was a little strange, but I forget about it as the day goes on. Interesting. The bell rings and the teacher at the front of the room gestures that classes are over for the day. Although getting into this class was surprisingly easy, it's only been a few days and I'm still not used to the experience. The actual signing is easier to pick up than I expected, but most of my classmates are hard of hearing. On top of that, the teacher favors immersion. I haven't really heard her speak since I asked if I could take the classes. It's an alien concept and really unnerving. The moment I step out of the classroom, I hear a familiar laugh explode through the air a short distance to my left. Hi, Hee-chan. Misha's not in my sign language class, so this is the first time I've seen her in this context. I still don't know whether her not being in my class is good or bad. It would be more interesting with her in it, but the potential for awkward situations would increase dramatically. Hi. It's a surprise to see you here, Hee-chan. Ah, that's right, you're taking sign language, aren't you? Right. What do you think of it so far, Hee-chan? It's not easy to learn a new language, but I think I'll get the hang of it. Despite how different it is from other languages, it's still easier than English. Oh yeah, you guys are speaking Japanese. That it's an American game, but it's like... I keep, knowing it's an American game. 4 Leaf Studios. I get flashbang with that every single time I open up this game. Haha, really, Hee-chan? I agree. I was just joking, but apparently she's totally serious. Oh god, yeah. But yeah, no, I have experience with language classes. I'm just gonna say I was not very good at them. I was just joking, but apparently she's totally serious. I wonder how Misha can effortlessly translate. And that's the weird thing, too. People say, oh, if you're bilingual, it'll be easier to learn a new language. But no, I am bilingual, and I still sucked in all my classes. Oh, I was bad at my language. Oh. It's kind of embarrassing now that I think about it. Oh, man. Man. I wonder if Misha... Until now, I've taken for granted how amazing it is. Someone bumps into my shoulder and apologizes. It's getting kind of crowded here with it being at the end of the day and all. I think we should talk somewhere else instead of the hallway. Let's go to the roof or something. Okay. I decided to continue talking on the way. It's surprisingly quiet enough to carry on a conversation while doing so. It's still taking me some time to get used to having to look at the teacher constantly. I guess I took all those years of simply listening to lectures while I doodled for granted. It means taking notes. It makes taking notes a lot more difficult, too. The introductory class is small and I'm already behind. I guess I have a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, this is much better. I turn around and look back at Misha and see her staring at me with her hands on her hips and her cheeks puffed outward. Hee-chan, you're behind. That's not good at all. I started classes a week later than everyone else. It's not that bad. Okay, Hee-chan, let's review what you have learned then. I'll tutor you, okay? This is the first time I've heard I'll tutor you used outside of dirty movies. Oh, I'm not nearly as turned on as I'd have expected. Yes, because the context is completely different. I don't know if I need a tutor yet. Aww. Come on, don't make Misha sad. She looks more disappointed than usual. It makes me awkward seeing to see her making that kind of face. I want to be a sign language teacher, Hee-chan, but it would be really great if I could try tutoring someone in it first. Even if it's for a little while, the experience would be valuable. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I know you want to be a sign language teacher. It's hard to believe she isn't intentionally trying to make me feel guilty because she's very good at it. Still, it does make sense. She's very good at sign language already from what I've seen, and certainly has a voice for dealing with the hearing impaired. I never saw her as a teaching type, though. You'd be surprised. Ha ha ha, it's the reason I wanted to go to this school, Hee-chan. Oh, that makes sense. It's also really expensive to attend here, you know? Besides, if I want to be a sign language teacher, because I want to be a sign language teacher, I have reduced tuition fees. How the hell did Hanako afford to come here then? I assume she also has, like, reduced tuition fees or something because she's, like, an orphan. Oh, God. Hanako. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be able to keep going here. I see. It's not that I think you'd be bad at tutoring. It's just, I don't know if I'd need it yet. Hisao, come on, dude. You're right, Hee-chan. You're smart. Well, no, that just makes you sound arrogant. Alright, please tutor me. Ha 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 ha, really? Okay. Yay, thanks, Hee-chan. I'll do my best. Let's start right now. Too soon. What? Come on! Come on, dude! I miss Hee-chan. Did you just see her this morning? But it's hard to talk to her in class, Hee-chan. There's no student council today either. Well, there have been exams all week. I'd be kind of mad if there's still student council. I'll be glad when they are over. I expect you're not gonna skip out, right, Hee-chan? Of course. I'm in it after all. Don't worry, I'm not gonna suddenly stop showing up. A promise is a promise. Misha pauses for a second, not looking very convinced. Hee-chan takes the student council very seriously, Hee-chan. Now that you've joined, she works harder than before since she wants to make a good impression. Some other people joined at first, but they stopped coming soon after. Hee-chan tried to get more people interested in the student council, but wasn't very successful. There I am. I needed a drink. Hold on. I got my water straight out of the fridge. It's starting to like freaking condense. Let me put something underneath it. Okay, there we go. Aww. Even when someone joined, they'd stop coming eventually. They'd make excuses and put it off more and more until they stopped coming altogether. However, I believe that you really mean it, Hee-chan. My eyes stay focused on her hands, tilting and moving almost of their own free will, softly citing everything she is saying as she speaks. Misha's Italian, apparently. When you said that you would join, she was really happy. Hee-chan thinks you're interesting, Hee-chan. An uninteresting person won't have the drive needed to join. Even if they do, a person that isn't interesting will quit soon after. That's true, I am an interesting person. Although, to be fair, we're talking about Hisao, not me. But, well, yeah. That's what Hee-chan said. So, it's my duty to make sure you keep going. Is that why you want to tutor me? Kinda sneaky. Really, Hee-chan? That's the first time anyone has said that about me. Wahahaha! There's no chance I would avoid student council work now. Thinking back over the past few days, I realized the only reason I joined in the first place was because of Shizune. Her competitiveness and force of will are alluring. I can't tell Misha that, though. Okay, Hee-chan, let's review what you learned in class today. You don't even know what I learned in class today. You're right, Hee-chan. Okay, let's start with the basics then. I'll just teach you everything from the beginning. You're kidding, right? Huh? You're serious? That's like days of lessons. We're not even starting on the same level. We're not even learning on the same level. It's like riding a bike, Hee-chan. You never forget the basics. Wahaha. I don't know how to ride a bike, though. Oh, no. Right. I want to be a teacher someday, so of course I know what I'm doing. Okay. We're starting. Haha. Yeah, she looks like she's trying very hard, so this could be bad. Well, learning a language is different from vastly different from teaching it, and the first step is usually the hardest part. Honestly, I couldn't do any better. Still, this is kind of sad. Sign language was formally introduced in the 18th century by a Frenchman named, whose name I can't pronounce, and he started the first public school for the deaf in 1755, but the unwritten language of sign language is said to... I don't really know where to start. Sorry, well, what better place to start than the history of sign language? Right? Right. Exactly, Misha. Let me go throw this thing out. I realize I have a bunch of trash on my desk. And now there is no more trash on my desk. Yay. I'm starting to sound like Misha. No, wait, maybe the alphabet. Okay, the alphabet it is then. Okay, Hee-chan, this is pretty basic stuff, although people think that this is all of signing, and forget that there are all kinds of specific gestures in Word. Also, there are apparently multiple different sign languages. Like, apparently, did you know that Britain and the United States use different sign languages? Because there's ASL and there's BSL. I've got attachment to JSL because of, Katawa, or not Katawa Shoujo, Hoe no Kachi, a silent voice. But, you know, it's, there's a lot of different varieties out there. Although you can't really get anywhere without the basics. This is A, do you see it? Now you try. I already know this, though. I humor her anyway. Hahaha, yeah, that's it. Now, this is B, and this is C. Misha makes one symbol with each hand without specifying which is which. And now, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, this is bad. Do you think Shizune wants to do student council work today anyway? We could go. Of course not, Hee-chan. Come on, I'll do it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Your turn. So there's really no student council that needs doing or anything like that. What are you talking about, Hee-chan? Come on, sign. Like this? No, like this. Like... this. Huh. I wish Hee-chan would hear. This would be so much easier with her. Haha, that's how sign language is taught most of the time anyway, with 2 instructors. Did you know that, Hee-chan? No. I'd let my brain run through what this would be like if Shizune were here. Hee-chan, are you paying attention? Yeah? Hee-chan says that sign language is different from any other because you have to think about everything before you say it. That means every word has more weight, Hee-chan. Every single one is more important than normal. So, pay attention, please. She continues her basic rundowns of the basics of sign language. Eventually, she starts talking about stuff I start to recognize. In the end, I'm impressed. It took a bit of stumbling to get there, but as a teacher, she's pretty good when she's serious. Aww. After a while, I start to notice it's getting late, so I thank Misha, bid her goodbye, and go back to my dorm. I learned a lot today. That's just how it ends. I learned a lot today. That's a cute ending. Cute end to the day. I'm jolted awake by a thunderous banging sound coming from my door. My first thought is, it could be Shizune. After all, only a deaf person or a jackass would knock loudly at that. It's either Kenji or Misha. Who is it? Of course, if it's Shizune, she wouldn't be able to hear that or answer it. There's no reply, so I'm kind of pleased. I haven't seen Shizune in a while. It is Kenji! Opening the door, I find Kenji standing out in the hall, his eyes nervously darting from side to side. Oh, it's you. Yeah, it's me. What kind of reaction is that? Well, I'd been able to give you more of a personalized response if you had answered when I asked who it was. Kenji frowns and pushes his glasses exactly like... Shizune's glasses... Oh god, she's deaf and she's... I just realized. Oh dear lord. Why are you making that weird face? I wonder how he's able to see me making a face now, yet I wasn't able to the millions of other times I've reacted to something weird he has said or done. Kinda wanna pursue this, but I am too tired to actually do it. Shizune pushes up her glasses just like that. You know, the student council president. It's just a little weird. What the hell? What do you mean? There's this girl who does the same thing? You mean she touches her glasses? I do that. That's my thing. Who is this bitch? Why are all the bitches up my business stealing what I do? His character flips from anger to fear in the blink of an eye. He's trying to replace me? Pod people? No, that's an exact copy. Pod women? It's like my two greatest fears combined. It is. I can't believe he has a point. Hey, you going to go into town today? Maybe later. Okay, awesome. I have some stuff I want you to pick up for me at the post office. Some delicate and secret stuff. He speaks in a whisper as if talking about his mail, and even a normal tone of voice will jeopardize it. You can have your mail sent directly here, you know. No, you can't. You can't have your mail sent to school. Then the student council picks it up and they give it to you. That's not the same as mail appearing in your hands. I don't trust the student council. Many dudes don't get their mail here, you know. Why? They probably steal it all. Many dudes don't get their mail here, you know. They probably steal it all. They think it's just because it's something sent to them. They have a license to steal it. I could see them. Sickening. Or can I find this mailman who could conjure up out of thin air into your hands? I don't know. Maybe the student council killed him to reserve their monopoly on those students and shit. Students shit. Doesn't work that way. Is it what you wanted though? Fine. I can pick up your mail for you, but eventually I'm going to collect on all these favors. You already owe me some money. Thanks for reminding me. I'll pay you back after I get my package. Yeah, my bad. I can't pay you until then. I'm still broke. Then I'm basically doing it for money, like a job. Why do you need the package first? Is there money in the package? Nah. I am seriously dumbfounded. Why can't you get it? Because I'm going to remodel my room today into a war room. What? That's up to nations. No. What? Kenji, what? I thought you were... What? That is the most out-of-pocket... That's crazy, even by Kenji standards. What? What? You are not ballin'. You only talked like 4 times. Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever, I'll get your package. Awesome. I close the door and jump right back into bed. Just give me a sec, folks. I have returned. The second my head hits the pillow, a painfully loud ringing assaults my ears, and I realize it's my clock. Oh no! No! No, I know this pain! The second my head hits the pillow, a painfully loud ringing assaults my ears, and I realize it's my clock. The alarm going off means that right now is the time I'm supposed to wake up in the first place. No! On weekdays, at least. I pick it up and throw it without looking up. It gets wedged between the bed and the wall, the noise not stopping. Just turn it off, you idiot! In fact, it seems to grow louder. By the time I'm able to pry it out of there, I know I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. The only thing I can think of doing now is going to town and getting Kenji's stupid package, but it's too early for that. After showering, I take my medication. Oh, you didn't, huh? What? Why? Well, good medicine tastes bad or something like that. I can't remember the last time I ate out. The weather's nice, so why not? The walk into town is longer than I remember, possibly because it's been a while and because I've rarely come out here alone. There are barely any cars on the road because it's so early in the morning, making it unusually quiet. The first thing I do is I start looking for a place to eat. Immediately I think of the Shanghai, but I want something more substantial than sandwiches or a cake. Since it's so early though, I decide to get to Kenji's package first. Picking it up at the post office doesn't take very long, but the moment I see it, I'm enraged about what a pain in the ass it'll be to carry this thing all the way back to school. Oh dear god. The box is huge. You need 2 hands to hold it. Insultingly, it's not even very heavy. I was thinking of wandering around for a while, but with this thing in tow, it's gonna be a real problem. I guess a Shanghai is my only option now. Everything else is closed, and the ones that aren't all have about the same menu. The fact also makes me want to throw some more business Yuko's way. Before I could even open the door and enter, someone taps me on the shoulder from behind. I turn around to see Shizune there. Instinctively, I look for Misha, but she doesn't seem to be here. Good morning. Oh! I see those sign language classes are starting to pay off. I'm tempted to sign it back, but then she might think I know a lot more about than I actually do. For now, I just give her a wave and open the door. She's probably here for her morning tea, and I just didn't come here to greet me. It turns out, as I'm right, as Shizune follows me inside the tea house. It's a total ghost town in here. It's not exactly peak hours, but every other cafe I had passed had at least a few customers. Actually, the Shanghai has been fairly empty every time I pass by. How does this place stay in business? Hello, thank you for choosing to patronize our establishment. Yuko bows with the force of her falling axe, and her head collides with the box in my hands, launching it towards the floor. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. It's okay. You don't have to do this. Thank you for choosing our shopping since we know you. But it's part of my job. You're here early. What can I get you? I just want some coffee for now. I wonder what Shizune wants. Without Misha, there's no real way to tell or any way to even ask. I haven't learned about that yet. She's here, so I'm pretty sure that means she wants something too. I don't really know what Shizune wants. Does she have the usual? Wait, she might want something else though. Perhaps you should bring us a menu just in case. I look around for one, but I can't find anything that looks remotely like a menu. Menus, I'll look for one right now. Huh? There are menus, they're just rare. It's only a restaurant menu, not a collector's edition. Weird. Is that what Shizune is saying? Not... She can't hear you. It's just weird for a cafe to make you have to go out of your way to look for a menu. Weird. Yes, you're right. It's so illogical. Like, why is it called the Shanghai? This is a Western-style tea house, but the name is Chinese and the architecture is old-fashioned, but the uniform is so modern and sophisticated. Well, you see, my friend, I'm gonna go off on a little history lesson for you all here. When the West first got access to tea, they went on fucking tea mania, right? And I'm assuming from like the 19th century, 18th and 19th centuries or so, Chinese-style establishments were very popular. Have you ever wondered why the porcelain dishes are called Chinas, which is the name of a country? It's because they're from, you know, China, and Europe was like, yo, this stuff is totally cool, right? Hold on. Drink. Architecture is so old-fashioned, and that is why you're trying to emulate those old skills. But my uniform is so modern and sophisticated. Well, you see, as like things evolve, right? Basically, a Western-style tea house in an Asian style with old-fashioned architecture is kind of your brand. But you know, like things evolve, right? So the uniform too has to evolve. That's my reasoning. I don't think any of that made actual sense, but I don't care. She looks like she's about to pass out. I am too. If she does, she'll probably fall forward and make a mess of everything. I can't work here anymore. What a bad place for her circular train of logic to end up. No, come on, that stuff is what sets this place apart. There are a lot of cafes around here, you know? I think it's charming, really. Please don't quit. Business is good here, isn't it? Not really. Oh. See, I think this is a good job for you. It suits you. You shouldn't quit. I'd never had to defuse this kind of crisis before. Eventually, I managed to calm her down and convince that I'm sure Shizune just wants what she usually orders here. Yuko walks away to get our drinks, and by then Shizune has already picked a table. There are no other customers, and Yuko isn't the most talkative person, so it's very quiet. It doesn't really bother me, but I wish that there was some way we could communicate. There's so few moments when we're alone. Shizune and Misha are almost always together, to the point where it sometimes seems like they are one. Now it's just me and her, and I'm unable to understand her or have her understand me. It's terrible. You don't have your little notepad today. I know it's a weekend and all, but it's not like you to be unprepared. That's fine. I don't really like using it anyway. So it would come in handy now. She doesn't understand you. Shizune starts signing in short bursts punctuated by her stopping to take a sip of tea. It's strange how she doesn't make the slightest attempt to change how she normally acts. I'm talking to her for the most part because I'm not used to long silences. I briefly wonder if it's the same for her in a way, however, it seems unlikely. I think it's more like she is the type who doesn't change how she acts for anyone. Hey, it seems like Misha joined the student council because of you. That makes two of us, you know. I'm only there because you forced me into it. Well, not really forced, I guess. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have joined. It sounds slightly romantic, and I find myself blushing a little. I feel like an idiot. Although, I still don't know why you joined. It should have been the first thing I asked in retrospect, but I'm really curious. I'll have to remember to ask Misha sometime. It's nice to talk to you, even if you can't understand me. I wonder if it's the same for you. That would be really great. I don't think sign language will ever be as natural for me as Misha makes it look. It's gotta be a step up from using pen and paper, right? We've both been finished with our drinks for a while, and Shizune's eyes fall upon the box, sitting on its own chair by my side. I'm just picking up for someone. It's not mine. Shizune pulls it closer to her, intending to open it, and my heart almost leaps out of my throat. I quickly try to pull it out by wrapping my leg around the leg of the chair. What the hell? Don't open it. You can't open other people's mail. That's not legal. Can she hear you? No. Once she gets going, there's no... Can she hear Hisao? Once she gets going, there's no stopping her. Eyes filled with excitement, she looks ready to fight me over this stupid package, and I realize how fast this could turn into a game of tug-of-war. I'm almost out of my seat and waving my arms like an air traffic control before she finally settles down. Shizune pounced, not pleased with having her curiosity checked, and gets up to leave. It's about time to, I guess. We've been here for a while. I protectively pick up the box before standing up myself. Suddenly, she tenses up her fingers excitedly and pulls out a marker from her pocket and starts writing on Kenji's box. Hey, what are you doing? I said this isn't mine. Hey! I can't even see her with it blocking my vision. Fine, at least let me put it down first. I have to read what she's writing anyway. I'll help you carry it. It doesn't seem like she is finished though, and Shizune draws a fierce line afterward to signify there's a catch. But it's a game. The first one to stumble loses, and the loser has to carry it the rest of the way by themselves. That's stupid. There's a 50% chance I'll end up carrying it myself anyway. Actually, I feel pretty stupid right now. I forgot she can't hear me. I stop talking and shake my head. I can't understand it at all, but she's coming across very forcefully. It's clear that she thinks this is a great idea. Though if she drops a box or something, she'll have to carry it. That would make things a whole lot easier for me, obviously. The odds are 50-50. They're probably higher than they would be for any other plan of hers. Alright, I'll take it. Thinking about it, I'm not even sure how we should do this. Then Shizune grabs hold of one end of the box and lifts it up, and I take the side that she isn't holding. Is this even right? It's very uncomfortable to walk like this. We leave the cafe, and I find myself hoping that the streets are still devoid of people. Yuko seems confused as to what we are doing, and I imagine it'll only get worse as people see us. Shizune doesn't seem bothered at all while walking with her arm with this kind of unnatural angle. She just grins confidently and periodically makes some kind of weird gesture. There are people staring at us as time passes, and the usual morning crowd begins to fill the streets. I feel a little silly, but I'm sure that if I give up, Shizune will take it as a sign of surrender. I can't allow that because I think I'm doing well so far. Initially, I write Shizune's little hand signals off as her preemptively gloating, but I catch on quickly she's actually signing where she wants to go. It dawns on me, this isn't a competition, it's not much of a challenge, first of all, and second, it's really more of an exercise in teamwork. It's that Shizune has made a punishment in fault for failing instead of a reward for doing well. Oh! Our fingers touch under the box, and Shizune moves her hand away, almost dropping her side of the box in the process. Well, that's game over for her. She doesn't look very happy. Does she think I do it on purpose to make her lose? If she does, she isn't making a very big deal out of it. All's fair in love and war. I feel like I should take it firm and carry it myself as she pushes me away when I try. She glares at me as if trying to tell me off, but she can't. With that box in her hand, she's basically gagged. A sad expression flickers across her face, and for a second, maybe I'm realizing that and having to acknowledge that there are some limitations she has to deal with after all. However, she's as prideful as ever, even when it's to her detriment. She wouldn't accept me, let me allow her to skip out on her consequences of her bet. Anything is fair during this game, but the results have to be honored to the letter, huh? Shizune is an interesting type of person. The march back to the dorms is uneventful. Shizune passes a trip by shifting the box around occasionally like a giant Rubik's Cube. It looks like another game she's invented to amuse herself. It can't be good for whatever's inside, but I don't care enough to stop her. It's gonna be something fragile, it's gonna be all smashed up. I mean, we already dropped it on the ground once. Maybe this is how she deals with things, by making everything into a game. It's hard to say for sure, though. It seems futile to try and psychoanalyze Shizune. In the short time we've known each other, I've been surprised on a fair number of occasions. I notice Shizune shivering. The wind is picking up, and the jacket is and school's pretty high up. It makes sense that she would be cold if I gave her my jacket like a real man. Though, would she reject it? I take off my jacket and drape it across her shoulders before she has a chance to protest. Her shoulders are slim and delicate, so much so that I want to let my hands linger on them. Oh, I get that. Shizune flinches when my fingers brush against her, understandably surprised. Sorry. Her fingers dance lightly over the surface of the box, and I think I'm taking it from her, but I doubt she would let me. She makes a quick gesture with her hands as the best as she can, pausing a bit afterwards as if wanting to say more. I'm sure that what she means is thank you. I'm glad that I was able to catch it. How did Kenji react? The sign language teacher says I'm pretty good. I try not to think about it too much, but the truth is I've been pouring over it so much lately that it's hard not to keep coming back to it, at least a couple times a day. I guess I am picking up on it faster than expected, but still not enough. I understand it just fine. Understanding it is simple. Well, I have to put my mind to read it, but it's easy enough when I do. The signing itself is doable. I just need a little more practice. However, trying to do both at the same time, even at half the speed Misha does it, it's impossible. Where I'm now is good for my level, but in order to reach a point where I'll be able to really converse with Shizune, I'll need more work. I'm doing my best to get to the point one step at a time by doing as much studying as I can squeeze in during lunch. I look up from Introduction to Japanese Sign Language to check if Shizune or Misha are around. Of course, since this is taking up my lunch hour, I've had to avoid them for a few days now. Oh, come on! What's more, I'll have to continue doing it if I want so to keep Shizune from finding out. My bag at the corner, scanning the area every 10 minutes, I feel like some kind of criminal trying to evade capture. Every chance she gets, Misha asks me why I want to hide the fact that I'm learning sign language from Shizune. Looking back on it, there wasn't any reason, but I think I know. If I want Shizune to be able to treat me as a true equal, sign language is an important step towards that goal. If I want to be able to treat Shizune as an equal, then sign language is an important step towards that goal. Another important step is to make sure she doesn't know, so that when we're able to speak on equal terms, I'll be fully ready, able to do it right, not like some dialante. Anything less, I think, would be insulting. She would see it the same way. You're starting to resemble Shizune in a way, I think. So to me, this is the only option, especially now that I've decided to be so resolute with it. Shizune has a huge aura. Brain rot. I'm sorry. It's very easy to see her coming, or even to sense her coming. Mostly because Misha's hair lights up any crowd she's like in a beacon, and you could hear her laughing from a mile away. Although, even if Misha weren't with her, it'd be the same. Her directness and efficiency are core parts of her as well, so it's no surprise they come across that way in the way she walks as well. Due to all these factors, I'm able to put all my things put away all my things and put on my best casual face long before they see me and head my way. Hi. Student council. Student council. Student council was the first thing I asked to learn. It feels like it would come in handy. You have been dodging it for a while now, huh? Yup. Shizune sits down to the left of me, and Misha to my right. It was a mistake putting myself in the corner. Now, well, I'm cornered. In the end, I'm dragged off to the student council room, but I don't mind. I was starting to miss them a bit anyway. In some ways, this makes things easier. Satisfied with having popped me, Shizune doesn't ask where I've been all this time. Once I stand before the door, though, I wonder what could be so important they're eager to pull me back in. Games. There are more games out than books. This at last explains why every time I come here, there are stacks of books piled up on every table, and occasionally on parts of the floor. They need the room to put all these games somewhere. Ha 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 ha. It's boring playing against each other so much. Hichan, so it's your turn now, okay? Okay, it's settled then. I didn't even say anything. Hichan, this is one of the last... It's especially important that we'll be able to make most of it, don't you think? Katabana, what's that? Oh, my throat hurts. So, for now, play with us. Come to think of it, it's true. I hadn't even noticed because I've been so wrapped up in wanting to learn sign language. Right on the heels of one festival, a bigger one appeared. Whoa, okay. I wonder if Shizune will try and rope a couple new members to help with that one as well. You're right. Hold on. I don't need the keyboard, so I could just do this. Yay. Haha, yay. Hichan agrees. Let's celebrate. I know, we should play a game. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. We're able to actually understand Shizune now. Let's play a game to celebrate, Hichan. I don't know, that kind of thing usually ends badly for me. Hichan is worried about the stakes. Misha makes a very disappointed face. It's hard to tell if she's mocking me since her expressions are so exaggerated by default. She's an all-out kind of girl. Turn my head to Shizune. Now this person, she is definitely mocking me. Hey, stop that, but yes, I'll play with you if you tell me what's at stake first. How very Japanese, putting the consequences above everything else. Hichan, have you heard of the expression, missing the forest for the trees? No. How? That's a lie, but I have my pride, which is currently feeling wounded. Okay, I'll play, but I want to pick the game. Misha nods. Initially, I want to pick the punishments if you lose. Shizune means an X with her arms. That means denied, or she's about to use her special attack. Aha, who's afraid of the consequences? How very vengeful, still thinking so spitefully about a playful little joke. If a bit you, you probably bite back. If a dog bit you, probably. I should do that! Shizune signs a word I don't quite catch. Dog, probably. If an armadillo bit you... Hichan is so vengeful, even though it's a playful little joke. If an armadillo bit you, you'd probably bite back. Armadillo? It's foolish to bite an armadillo back. I feel like she's not translating 100% honestly. But Hichan would do so anyway, you see. Ha 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 ha. I see. Shizune adjusts her glasses with a small flourish of her hand. Hichan, we didn't have anything planned at all for you to win or lose. You just assumed there would be something like that. I wonder why. Me too, me too. Oh well, but there isn't. Does that change your mind? Does that change your mind, Hichan? Well, yes. Misha windmills her arms at high speed to show her joy. Weird habit. This is the kind of thing you could only see in the student council room, occupied by only by three people. Anywhere else, she would probably end up socking someone in the face. Yay, yay, let's start right now. Not just yet. Okay. However, we all have to be able to play. That's my condition. I don't like games where only one person is clearly the ace player right off the bat, or games where only two people can play, so one of us has to sit back. It has to be something the three of us can play equally. Checkers. The instant she places, Misha takes a bag of checkers and places them on the table. Wow. Only two people can play that. I told you. Okay, Hichan, how about Monopoly? A Monopoly box slowly edges towards me, and I take it out of Misha's hands and put it under my chair. I don't like games that revolve around luck of the draw. They're too much about chance and not about skill. Also, stop jumping the guns with these games. Luck is kind of a skill, you know. No, it's not. It can be if you're consistently lucky, right? Once at that point, it's gotta be something else. It's something else entirely. Baccarat, marbles, life, snakes and ladders, roulette, blackjack, paper football, trivial pursuit. Misha begins to excitedly run a bunch of names as if she were reading from a list. With each new suggestion, a new box, board, and pieces appear around her. Misha's like a cartoon character, dear god. A bizarre catalog of games ranging from children's fare to serious polished-looking gambling instruments that look very out of place in this humble room. Three-way chess? Is that even possible? Yes, actually. Let's try. Yes, let's try definitely. Ahaha! They pull a chessboard from behind them with a flourish like two junior magicians. Well, magic does require some deft sleight of hand, and they've got that in spades. I'm not surprised. Nevertheless, it is somehow unsettling. Stop doing that! Excuse... Hanako? A very timid voice manages to make me look up. Excuse me. Hanako! 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 Oh, I missed you. I lost my ID card and someone told me I could find out where to get a new one here. If I'm interrupting something, I can come back later. Hold on, guys. And I am back, folks. So sorry about that. I had to go do something real quick. Hanako, I missed you. Hanako's eyes drift across the room, taking in the landscape of piled-up record books, haphazardly scattered chains, and overturned board games. I guess this isn't exactly an image of an organized, tightly run student council like ours should be giving off. Hello. God damn it, this makes me so sad, because you know how much development Hanako went through. Oh, it's all reset. No. No. Unfortunately, it just seems to startle her further. Ah, my ID card, You're in a class, aren't you? Right, so don't be so timid, okay? Come on. Yep, even though we're your seniors, it's not like we'll bite. We're not our seniors, we're in the same class. Still, I am grateful for them for stepping in. What is it you said you want? An ID card, right? Right. Yes. Her eyes slide away from Misha. Being shy, it's no wonder she's not the best at keeping eye contact. I follow where she's looking and notice her gaze stop on the chessboard on the table. Oh! Oh! Hanako's eyes widen just for a moment. Shizune notices as well. Do you like chess? Eh? You like chess, don't you? Yeah, you do, definitely. Do you want to play? Hesitation. She might make a break for it. I refuse to get involved in this. It won't end well. She's your girlfriend in another timeline, Isao. Hanako round still my favorite, honestly. To my amazement, Hanako seems to be considering the idea very seriously. She touches the tip of her fingers together pensively, mulling the thought over. That level of consideration is more or less of a confirmation. We're having our lunch break, so you'll have to wait anyway. Why not play with us in the meantime? Come on, it'll be fun. Really fun. You like chess, don't you? I can tell. Really, really, it's obvious, so please, will you? Okay. Wahaha, yay, success. Okay, that's great. Oh, the chessboard is set up. The opening move is important. However, Shizune doesn't seem to care. Hanako ponders her move carefully. Yo! This is a combination I never knew. Okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. Hanako ponders her moves carefully, sliding pieces forward just a little bit, then pulling them back in uncertainty, second-guessing herself over and over again. So you got the aggressive player and the tactical, careful one. She's really into this game. You can tell you can't call her a casual player. Definitely an enthusiast. Shizune can't take her lightly. No matter what she does, Hanako has an appropriate response. If there's something wrong about the pacing of this gaming. Shizune moves too quickly. No, not even too quickly, with an illogical speed. It's like she isn't even thinking about what she'll do next. Either Shizune is in the realm of supercomputers, or she isn't taking this game very seriously. Or maybe Hanako just isn't very good. Shizune forces an exchange of pawns. Yeah, I was about to say, Hanako's turns take an increasing amount of time as the game goes on, and it hasn't even been going on that long. Suddenly, it all becomes clear. Shizune has a lot more time to think about her next move because Hanako takes forever to move a piece. Despite all that, it's an interesting game. Black Knight to f6. Bishop to d3. Since they're both playing seriously, no one is toying with the other. There's no clearly dominant player, at least for now. Maybe this is helped by the fact that they aren't very close to one another, from what I could see. Shizune is a mysterious opponent to Hanako, and Hanako is an enigma to Shizune. Hanako's furrowed brow shows that she is into the game. She really wants to win, and Shizune always wants to win. The lack of familiarity is a little depressing, but it is giving life to the game and allowing them to see each other as good competition. Maybe they might even end up being friends over, or at the very least, rivals in chess. It's an optimistic thought. Although remembering playing Risk against Shizune, she doesn't want to just crush people for the fun of it. The game continues. She doesn't want to just crush people for the game continues. Shizune plays 12 more moves in 4 minutes. What a scary opponent. But Hanako holds her own, even though her king is being chased around the board a bit. Pawn to h6, white knight to e6. The end is near. The game ends. That was a really good game. Thanks. It was really close. I thought you'd lose. You're very skilled. Magnanimous in victory and extending a hand to the defeated. And extending a hand to the defeated. Maybe it's because Hanako is taking her defeat so well. Aww. This is a fun game. It took so long. Almost the whole period. Chess is too formulaic, especially at this level. How about some advanced rules? What? Advanced? Yeah, like speed chess or chess with additional pieces. Or maybe you could pair up and... Ooh! And play tag team chess with 1 or 2 boards. Your choice. Come on. It'll be fun. Really, regular chess is so slow. So methodical, it's boring. I want to play chess that rewards quick thinking and daring. Any one of these compared to... Comparing chess is like comparing checkers to Go or tic-tac-toe to shogi, right? Wahaha, even laser chess might be more exciting. Pick something, pick! Like a deer in the headlights. Many emotions spring up in me watching Hanako's mind reel in front of the chessboard as if she's about to faint. The dominant one is amusement, but I move in a little closer in case she might topple over. Oh dear God! Oh. Hanako's the little sweat beads, that's hilarious. Hanako can't even make a move out of fear of her hand colliding with Shizune. She's all over the board. It's an onslaught. Anywhere Hanako wants to put a piece, Shizune is already there. It's the fastest game I've ever seen in my life. Let's change the rules and play again. Best out of 6 like Kasparov in Deep Blue. Hanako excuses herself and flees from the room. Wait. I didn't know. Did she want to know where she could get a new ID? Excuse me, hello, come back, please. Wait. Strangely, the farther Misha goes away, the louder the sound of her voice seems to grow. I couldn't catch her. Shizune pats her on the shoulder reassuringly. There. They're pretty cheerful for someone who needed a pat on the shoulder. Ahahaha! Hee-chan, do you hate games where luck is involved? Question out of nowhere, but it feels like an important one. If it wasn't, why would Shizune be looking at me waiting for my reaction? Even as I glance in her direction, she tries to pretend she isn't doing so, putting on a casual air by spinning a chess piece on it in her fingers. Poor Hanako! I don't like games that revolve around luck of the draw, right? That was you, Hee-chan. Yeah, revolving around luck isn't the same as having luck involved, though. I don't hate games for having an element of luck. Most games have an element of luck to them anyway. It's what keeps them interesting. I think a game where you know from the beginning how far it could go is boring. Then it's not a game, is it? Just going through the motions. For a game where you have little to no control, I don't think I could get into something like that. I see. That girl isn't very good at chess. Hey, no, she's not. She's good at chess. No, you are wrong. You are no. Oh, God. Looking only at the next place. Anyone who loves chess to the point where their eyes sparkle like that when they see a chessboard would be the kind of person who would study the game. If you study it just casually, you could see that at least 2 moves ahead, even against pros. Why would someone who loves the game so much... Why would someone who loves the game so much with that much enthusiasm know so little about it, even less than someone with just a passing interest in it? Shizune puts a piece down in her hand. It's a rook. Her feelings are real, but her feelings for the game aren't real. Do you understand, Hee-chan? There's no luck in chess. It's important to realize that. Luck in games is good because it gives everyone a chance. Just enough to matter, but not so much as skill is penalized. Chess is boring, but it's not a game. To me, it just seems like formulas. Hanako isn't the kind of person who would love something like that either. Oh, is this Shizune speaking? If you value something, you fight. Struggle is a proof of preciousness? Oh, it is. I think so, at least. Or you concede immediately. Yeah, I had to figure. If you value something, you fight. Struggle is a proof of preciousness? I think so, at least. Or you concede immediately, since it's so precious that it stops your thinking. The first is a passionate love. The second is a gentle love. I try to fight her, chasing around with her king, trying to bait her. I didn't succeed, though, because she only stuck to what would work. The trickiest movements were when she moved the fastest. That means she knew exactly how to deal with those situations. That means someone taught her. Do you understand, Hee-chan? Not really. If you love chess that much but you can't give it your all, it's because you love the memories attached to it and not the game. It's too precious for her to see it as a tool for true competition. Due to that, you can't become friends over it. Not without words. Well, your way of making friends isn't the kind of way that works with everyone, Shizune. I am inclined to agree with Hichan. Hisao. Look on her face isn't one of sadness. At least as far as I can tell, but her words are very sad. Hey, let's play a game. While the board is still here. Hanako! But the bell rings and cuts me off. Darn. Things have returned to normal. Well, I transferred in at a pretty unusual time, and I can hardly say that I have a normal first few weeks here. I guess it's more like things have calmed down and reached normality. I've been here longer than I thought. It's hard not to think about the stuff I missed in the school before my arrival, or things that might have happened in my old school since I've been gone. I wonder where these feelings come from, since I didn't leave much behind. I have a lot more here that I like. If that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't even bother with something like the student council or Shizune and Misha. I would be hard-pressed to care about anything if this school was how I imagined it would be. So even this feeling of a daily routine makes me glad in a way. I dread the amount of work that's going to hit me in student council after school, enough to want to consider stepping out on my duties just this once, yet it's nice to feel like that there's something I can do. Shizune drops a stack of attendance sheets next to me. Thanks again for helping out. Thanks again, Hichan. Sure, it is a lot of work, though. I'd skip out on sign language class again, but now I'm at a level where I can understand most of Shizune and Misha's conversations with each other, so I'm not too bothered by it. Shizune doesn't know that, though. I'm determined to keep things that way until I'm very sure of my skills. Perhaps it's a little childish of me. Tanabata is in less than 5 days, but they're only going to start building the stalls tomorrow. Hichan, we might have to help out with building the stalls again starting tomorrow. What was the point of taking them apart then? That took days, didn't it? Yep, that's right, even though Hichan wasn't there for it. I would have helped out if you asked. It wouldn't have made sense to bore you with cleanup duty after you enjoyed the festival so much. Yeah, why do you take him apart to begin with? It wouldn't have made you sense if it would have ruined the fun. Besides, Hichan is lazy anyway. You would have tried to run away again. Hichan doesn't like playing Foxhound. That stings. Shizune covers up her hand with her hand and starts shaking. It takes me a second to realize she's laughing, mostly because she's doing it so completely soundlessly. It's a little strange to see, but more or less the same good-spirited kind as Misha's, without the eardrum piercing. That's a good question though, Hichan. Huh? Stalls! It's a storage issue. The school doesn't have anywhere to store so many stalls since each one is pretty large. They won't pay for outside storage either, so this is what they decided on. It's inefficient, but cheaper. Besides, the school doesn't have anywhere that... No. Yeah. Right, they do, but they don't want to pay. Sorry, Hichan. Because of the previous generation, the leadership decided that outside storage cost has risen too much, and the student council was too weak-willed to tell them that it's stupid to have to build and disassemble 60 stalls twice every year. Okay. Hichan, that is so interesting. Okay, that is so interesting. Because like you're getting the text tinted with Misha's comments, and then you see that is so cool. Hichan, let's eat something. It feels like we've been working all day. We have. Now that I think about it, I am hungry. I would have had lunch, but it was really crowded today for some reason, so I decided it wasn't worth the trouble. Hahaha, it was like that today because they had some especially interesting things on sale on the side. Like what? No, don't tell me. I guess it doesn't matter because since I won't be able to eat them anyway. Shizune looks oddly pleased with herself. I wonder what the context of that could be. I prepared ahead of time for this. Beaming with self-satisfaction, she produced a wide assortment of food from her bag. I could immediately see that 90% of it was more or less taken from the lunchroom. There's a lot. Well, isn't there a limit on how much a person can buy? That means these gains are definitely ill-gotten. The veal cutlet bread is always sold out in the first minute of lunch. I'm surprised you managed to obtain one. Thank you. I reach for it quickly, but Shizune immediately makes a grab for it as well. Her hand goes slack for a second when it touches mine, but she immediately pushes forth with redoubled effort, that blazing competitive spirit flashing dangerously in her eyes. Her fingers pry at mine, searching for an opening. I don't budge an inch, prepared to fight for this bread with my life. I may never have another chance to eat this. I'm fully sure that if we continue like this, we can crush the bread, greatly reducing its edibility. Misha, tell her that unless she lets go, the bread is going to be crushed. Why can't you do it yourself? I'm startled if she can so nonchalantly let slip that I could communicate with Shine just fine if I wanted to. Ah, isn't it obvious I can't let go of the bread? I can't tell Shi-chan that, then. Oh, Misha. Why not? Because you have stake in this, so I can't trust you. If Shizune wants to reply she has to let go of the bread, then you win. Who knows, maybe if that's what you want, Hichan. It wouldn't be fair, so I'm going neutral, like Switzerland. Switzerland? Do you know about Switzerland? No, I do not know what Yeah, no, of course I do. Yeah, of course I do. It's neutral, they're neutral. Shizune stares at me cockily, the tip of her tongue sticking out slightly from between her teeth as she continues to tug firmly at the veal cutlet bread between us. Suddenly, she lets go and holds her hands up, palms facing outward, the universal gesture of peace. Seems like a poor way to settle it, don't we? And we might crush the bread. She glares and a passive expression quickly plummets into a disapproving glance. Hichan, drop the bread. We are negotiating now. I drop the bread reluctantly. Misha's hand darts in from the side, her fingers drumming across the table as it makes its way over. Misha's hand darts in from the side, her fingers drumming across the table as it makes its way over. Haha, don't mind me. I don't even really like veal. I'll just take the sandwich right here, and I'll take something to drink too. Taking them cautiously, she immediately retreats. Can't you just cut it in half? She has the right idea. I could just pick something else, and there are lots of delicious things here. The chicken katsudon bread is also a popular seller, ranking high in taste and demand, but I've already eaten one before. You're so immature, Hisao. This wouldn't be a problem if you had picked something else. The chicken katsudon bread is delicious. You're so immature. Yeah, but I've already eaten that. Hey, John, why are you so obsessed with the veal cutlet bread specifically? It's hard to get normally. Rare things are more delicious. You're acting like a child. You're acting like a kid, Hichan. Why don't you eat the chicken bread? It's not important. Turning bright red, she smiles kindly and continues. There's no reasoning with you, so we're going to play for it. Hell yeah! It doesn't matter. We'll play for it instead. Somehow expected this. It's a logical conclusion. Can't we just cut it in half? I thought it was a sandwich. Play what? The oldest game known to man, upon which the fate of nations has been known to rest. Rock, paper, scissors. We'll play rock, paper, scissors. Really, that sounds so serious, Hichan. Okay. She draws her hand back and I mirror hers. Go! Both... A rock is unbeatable. Again! 2 papers. Damn. This looks fun. Can I play? Ah, it's a duel, Hichan. Dueling conduct? You're right. I don't really know. The faster she signs, the harder it is to follow. In fact, it looks like even Misha's having trouble keeping up. What's she talking about? One more time. This is a that is. Misha, however, hovers over us, watching it all and laughing each time we drop. Enough of this, Hichan. I see what I've been doing wrong. This will all be over in the next round, so brace yourself, okay? Okay. This is all news to me. I can't remember what we were doing this over. Her form is amazing, like a professional bowler or something. Just throw a hand motion. 2 papers. Oh, that expression. Shizune's body immediately goes slack, and she rubs her temples with a look of exasperation on her face as she lets out a sigh so long it looks like a tire deflating. I realize I've gotten a lot hungry in the time we've been doing this. You can just split it. I break the bread in half and offer one half of it to Shizune. She takes it. Thank you. She looks at the bread in her hand, studying it. But this feels hollow somehow. Regardless of how she feels, she still eats it. Why didn't we do this from the start? All of a sudden, I see Misha observing the scene out of the corner of my eye. Hee-chan, that was very romantic, I think. Is it? Oh, come on. Wahahaha. She laughs and takes a bite of her second sandwich. We eat in silence for a while, and Shizune and I managing to avoid any other contests. And then we go back to work. As I finish up the day as usual, I think to myself that this might be Shizune's way of trying to start the week on a high note. After all, tomorrow is when the real work will begin. With her hands literally full building stalls, she won't be able to talk very much. I also remember that I still have to get rid of Kenji's package. That damn thing is bulky, and somehow I've never been able to track him down since I picked it up. A pair of hands covered. Who is this? Guess who? Shizune. Wahaha, it's me, Hee-chan. Yeah, I know. Why'd you say it was Shi-chan? It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Hee-chan. You're too proud. Anyway, after student council, you don't have any plans, right? So you're just going straight to your dorm. Where else would I go? Okay, that's great, Hee-chan. I want to talk to you today, so this works out perfectly. Two high school students alone after classes in a quiet, empty building. As the sun dyes the sky in a romantic amber color, the cute girl says she wants to talk. What a secretive and appealing situation. My imagination is buzzing. It's likely not going to be anywhere near as exciting as I'm making it out to be, but it's fun to play it up that way. So, what is it? Oh. My teacher say I have to really start taking things seriously, so I should listen, especially since because it's the third time. I'm sorry, Hee-chan. Why are you apologizing? I won't be able to help you or Shi-chan or with the student council for a few days. It'll only be for 2 or 3 days, really. I'll definitely try to come back as soon as possible, but I can't say I'm happy about this. It was supposed to be getting really busy this week too, isn't it? Misha looks so genuinely apologetic about it. It would be pretty dickish of me to say something like that. Yeah. Damn, she knows me oddly well. But Hee-chan is so composed. I'm glad. Haha, yeah, you're sort of right. I was thinking it, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna freak out over that. It's gonna be a little annoying passing that pad back and forth to talk to Shizune, though. Hee-chan, just tell Shi-chan you can use sign language too. I don't understand why you won't. Not yet. I can understand most things already, but I really want to be sure. Actually, I wouldn't mind. The secrecy is killing me too, and it would be nice to be able to talk to her in a real conversation. Don't worry, I'm gonna have to tell her eventually. I want to. Actually, I'm trying to think of a good opportunity for it. That won't be a problem, Hee-chan. Why not? Well, because I kind of told Shi-chan that you could understand her. She was worried about the same thing, that you wouldn't be able to understand each other. So I was worried, but it worked out fine in the end after all. Ha 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 ha. I lose it. Ah! Do you know how stupid I look right now? I sat there for half a day acting like I couldn't read sign language, and you are seriously telling me that she knew the whole time that I could. She was probably thinking, this guy is a complete jackass, pretending he can't understand me. I made a total ass of myself. How could you let me do this? Misha frowns, seeming lost for words upon realizing that I'm taking this differently than she might have expected. She doesn't speak again after seeming that I've calmed down. That was a Kenji-ass reaction he saw. But Hee-chan, I think this is definitely for the best. You have such a one-track mind, you know that. Yes! Damage is done. Oh god, I hope I'm not gonna have to go to the bathroom. Whenever my throat hurts, I just take a sip of water. But I'm just like, even though I don't know if I'm actually thirsty. The damage is done. If Misha believes that things can work out with such unflinching surety, then maybe it's worth giving a chance. And if things don't work out, I'll run as fast as I possibly can. To try and make up for it anyway, just in case, she offers to buy me another drink from the vending machine. It's a very small token of apology, but I suppose it's a thought that counts, and her thoughts are sincere. Plus, it's a free drink, so I accept it. Days are going by fast. Sorry, I've got this closer to my, like a freaking ASMR YouTuber, because I don't want to talk too loud. If I'm like farther away, I have to talk a bit louder. I could talk a bit closer. I could talk a bit quieter now that it's close. I throw back my daily fistful of pills with a glass of water. After solid 8 hours of sleep, I really don't know what I was so afraid of last night. As I chew a particularly large tablet in half, I thought you're supposed to swallow them, and I continue to rationalize my worries away. Shizune knew I was taking sign language classes all day yesterday and didn't make a big deal out of it. She might be mute, but that doesn't mean she can't make her feelings known. No, in fact, it seems like she's all the more direct for it. She doesn't beat around the bush or hold back. She always makes herself clear unapologetically, so there could be no mistakes. So if she wasn't mad then, it's unlikely she would be at all. And on top of that, I didn't do anything wrong anyway. But as that fear of mine recedes, the thought of spending a couple of days with Shizune with that Misha takes its place. I really haven't thought about it yesterday, but the idea becomes more and more intimidating. It's sure that I can understand sign language pretty well, but it definitely hesitate to say I can understand it above a basic level, and if she were to speed up her signing, which she does quite a bit, I don't think I could keep up. Signing too is not my strongest suit. Doing both at the same time like Misha can is still a distant dream. Hee-chan. What? Don't forget, you said you would help out with building stalls today, behind the school after classes are over, okay? I know. Last time you helped, Hee-chan, we really appreciate it. This time, it's even more important, so skipping out is unforgivable, okay? I want to ask why that is, but there isn't any opportunity to do so. Besides, Misha's behind her in classroom, so it seems like a bad idea to distract her now that I know I can. I can always ask her at lunch, which is what I end up doing. Because Hee-chan, a festival that celebrates the town is exactly what it sounds like. It's to celebrate your home and its history. Tata Bana is different. It's for wishes and lovers. That definitely makes it more important, doesn't it? Yeah, naturally, it would be. Is that really what it's for, though? Hee-chan, you have no sense of fun. She puffs out her cheeks in displeasure before blowing out the air like a deflating balloon. You have to appreciate things like that, even if it's just an excuse to eat interesting things and dress up in the end. I'll be disappointed in you if you don't, okay? Before I could say anything, she turns to the side to inhale a croquet. Inhale. So, why don't we get Tatanaba in literally all the other routes? After classes, I meet Shizune behind the school where it seems like she already set everything up sometime yesterday. She greets me with a short wave, then with a flourish of the hammer already in her hand, extends her arm towards the stalls behind her. Some of them already half completed, others still haphazard piles of board bundled together with string. As time passes, I realize pills can only do so much. And once again, I am reminded, just like in the Hanako route, take fucking exercise. Why is it... Do you really only exercise in the AB route? That is so ridiculous. Whenever I stop to think about it, though, I start to feel pretty guilty for taking advantage of her inability to hear that my hammer stopped banging. It's a terrible thing to be happy about. Her work ethic is admirable. It's obvious that it bores her and even annoys her, but she doesn't slacken her pace. When she gets tired nailing a stall together with one arm, she switches to the other. She's an You look an idiot the second I say her name. I can't tell her what I think. There's a hammer in my hand as well. In the end, I feel like I have to keep up with her. Can't slack off either, especially when it's two of us. There's no sign, no opportunity, not even a compliment for a job well done. Even something as casual as this would require me to put my camera down to get her attention, then sign it to her. A simple gesture turned into something so needlessly complex, like a single footstep taken on a road that's longer than first imagined. I've known her long enough to know this and still forgot it. The air is filled with the rhythmic knocking of nails being driven into wood. It's actually kind of nice after a while. To pass the monotony of the task at hand, I try to match my hammering to Shizune's, then alternated to try and form a beat. Of course she doesn't notice. I wonder, it makes it wonder, does this lack of sound make this work seem a lot more drawn out and boring to her? Is it strange being unable to hear the results of her actions even as she feels the vibrations through her fingers? Or having no concept of sound doesn't bother her at all? Distracted, I don't notice she's sneaking up on me until her head pops into view. Taking a break? Yeah, I guess. Okay, let's do that. Aw, you can understand sign language. That makes it more convenient for the both of us, even though you hid it from me. Ha ha ha. Why? Why what? Why what? Why'd you decide to take sign language? Her eyes don't break off her mind even for a second. If she needs to read my response, her peripheral vision is good enough. Once she has something in her gaze, she doesn't look away. Strange how piercing her eyes can be, dark as lake at night. Because I want to. It seemed like it would come in handy, and it did, didn't it? Yes. Sorry, I didn't catch any of that. See, this kind of thing still comes up and now every now and then. I wish Misha was here. She has work to make up for, doesn't she? That might be partially my fault. Misha doesn't need supplemental lessons. Her grades aren't the best, but she understands how the decisions she makes affects others. That puts her ahead of many people. Especially certain blondes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. She doesn't forget things easily. Your sign language is very good. Certain blondes. Lily. I've been taking classes for a while now. It's kind of easy to pick up after a while, though immersion or osmosis. That kind of thing. It's not too bad. I'm really stuck. Misha's there, too. I guess I spoke too soon. I didn't understand any of that. Time to backpedal. Well, yeah, it's not actually that easy. It's hard as hell, like trying to pick up broken glass. But I guess in some ways it's interesting as well. Like an adventure. Well, no. Picking up broken glass is not an adventure. Sure it is. It's just as challenging. If you use a dustpan and broom, it's not. God damn it, she's an A. Oh my god. Peak. I feel frustrated and sad. When I look up, I notice she has a can of soda in her hand. Where'd you get that? I forget to sign up, but she understands anyway. Following my eyes and produces another one from behind her back. She tosses it in my direction, and I catch it with both hands. I brought an extra one for you. She pauses to slide her fingernail under the tin of the can and pop it open before setting her aside for a moment. If you're going to try and help me so much, I have to look out for you too. It's only natural. If you're going to learn sign language, it's something entirely different. I'm naturally going to be impressed. What separates the two is obligation. I'm very happy. She downs her drink in one go, stretches her arms behind her back, and jumps to her feet. Okay, back to work. And like that, it's over. Sorry. Shizune returns to work with the same energy as before, the lingering traces of a smile on her face, the only evidence that she had taken a break at all. As I do the same, I think that Misha was right in saying everything would work out for the best. Everything seems so far to be going in that direction. Oh! Misha swings by as it starts to get darker, looking just as tired as I feel, and Shizune decides to stop for today. As we cover today's work and go our separate ways, I look at how fluidly they talk to each other and how easily they laugh together as they walk to their dorm. It makes me appreciate Misha's skill at sign language more. I wonder if I'll ever reach that level, or if I even will have the time to. The first thing I do this morning is trip once again over Kenji's package as I get out of bed, finding myself diving headfirst into the floor before I'm even fully awake. I want to smack this thing with the first blunt object I could find, like I'm going for a home run, but I don't even have the energy for that this early in the morning, and it would likely damage whatever's inside, and that would be mean. I slide into the hallway, it sails along the smooth floor with little difficulty, and stops with all the silent and almost inaudible bump on colliding with Kenji's door. Immediately, dozens of locks unbolt in succession like a mounting symphony. Who is it? He says it. Somehow stepping... It's me, I got your mail, you're standing over it. I know, that thanks a lot, man. Yeah, whatever. So what's in it? He cringes, instantly turning very defensive and agitated. It's nothing. Come on, tell me, I'm curious. You know, I almost broke my neck falling over it, and before that I just... I think you could at least tell me what's in it in return. It's secret stuff. Because then wouldn't be very secret. You could at least lie. Well, if it's nothing important, you can tell me. It's nothing important, why do you have to know? Is that wrong? Why do you want to know? Why can't I know? Why are you answering my questions with questions? Why don't you answer my first question? Why don't you answer my last question? You must look like such tools, but I bet I'm the only one out of the two of us with enough shame to realize it. Fine. Yeah, take it to your grave. I have to get ready for school anyway. Damn, now why are you so hasty to leave? You're lucky I was willing to do a package delivery in the first place, smartass. Oh, calm down. Really? Oopsies. Yeah, well, whatever, man. The point is, they are terrible. You're the new guy, so of course you wouldn't know that. A badge policy. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like he's actually honest about this. Wait, you're judging her based on something? Well, okay, I think that's actually kind of fair. Merit badges, but demerit badges. What would those do? I don't know, never happened. Seemed bad. So you heard there would be... Now I decide to do something about it. I found the student council. I marched right in with the list of demands and a bunch of people. I grabbed in order to make myself look like I had supporters. Wait, so not only did it happen, but no one even cared. Wow, that's kind of rude. Wow. Sure, the revolutionaries usually end up turning everything into a clusterfuck later on. When will the desecration... We are people. This is not justice. That's what I said. Okay, so here's the problem, right? I don't think she can hear you. Oh. Hey, you said nothing changed, but she didn't make everyone wear a bunch of stupid badges, so it did change. Yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe they're not so bad then. I guess that counts for something. If I could get Kenji admit that maybe two women, maybe not so bad after all, I'll take it. Especially if it allows me to slip out of this conversation. I didn't realize how much time had gone by. Yeah, exactly. See, Kenji, that's a power of protest. Also, she's deaf. Fortunately, the rest of the day goes more smoothly, and after class is over, I head to meet with Shizune again. Behind the school, I catch her leaning up against a complete stand with parts of it still flecked, with bits of paper and tape, remnants of signs from the last year, signs of the last time it was used. Oh shit, no, that's true. I walk in front of her, startling her a little. Why so surprised? Did I catch you slacking off? No, I was taking a break. You don't look like you even broke a sweat. That's some break there, President. Shizune's eyes dart back and forth momentarily, and I think I've managed to fluster her. There's exasperation on her face, and a little tension as well, but she can't back down. But that would be unthinkable for her. Her fingers dance across each other impatiently. You're acting competitive today. Are you trying to get my blood boiling? Do you want to make it a contest? We'll race to see who can construct the most stalls by sundown. No, I'm teasing you. That's okay. It's not a real student council if you can't tease a student council president a little. You agree, don't you? That isn't a student council charter, so it isn't true. There is no charter. At least I don't think there is. The only thing they pledge loyalty to are a stack of takeout menus. Anyway, it's good that you're finally here, even though you could have been earlier. Pick up a hammer and we'll resume where we left off. After we work a assembling stalls again, I slowly realize it's much less work than I would have expected. In fact, according to Shizune, we should be done by the end of the day with a little luck. The last time I did something like this for them, it took her, Misha, and myself almost 4 days to do it. It can't just be my imagination. You know, this doesn't seem like that much work. Because it isn't. Oh. It would be impossible. Oh. She waggles a finger mischievously. But that's a secret. It's not proper to reveal the tricks of the trade. You're not a magician. Oh! Ta-da. You can have this one. The food shifted in my bag, and now some of it is mixed together. She hands me some of the chopsticks. I open it. It looks delicious, if a little simple. She hands me a pair of chopsticks as if she had just remembered to, and I eat what looks like grilled beef. It's very tasty. You don't like your food touching your other food? I don't either. I get that. Well, it depends. Well, it depends on the type of food, I guess. Certain foods, I think it's fine for them to mix together, right? It depends on the food, I guess. Really. It really depends on the food. Sometimes I mix my food on my own, but not always and not everything. Oh. Oh. She points decisively to emphasize it, then breaks her chopsticks apart to eat her own meal. As I continue to eat, I notice two things. The first is that almost everything I'm eating besides the rice is fried. Even the vegetables are fried. Ooh, yummy. I hear the sound of something tapping against one of the stands and look up to see Lily off to my side, feeling her way around with her cane. Hi. I nearly catch myself before I didn't see you there. Oh, Hiso, is that you? I thought I smelled something delicious cooking. I wonder who it might be. What is she saying? It's hard to move my hands in parallel to saying something completely different to Lily. This is why Misha just signs everything all the time. A bit sillier, but feel like it would simplify things a lot. Shizune tenses her finger delightedly at my translation, as if from hearing a joke. All this food was cooked hours ago, but for someone as slow as yourself, who can't even turn into a piece of paper without being a week late, I guess your perception of time would have to be a little bit different. That's not very nice. A frown crosses Lily's face in response to her replies to something she didn't hear. Ah, sorry, I'm just having a late lunch here. The student council president cooked everything. Is the student council president here right now? She's right here. I apologize, I didn't notice. Normally her level of presence is much higher. I was not aware that student council serves lunch outdoors. Why wasn't I invited? I think it is enough to have enough free time to do things like this, however. What is she saying? If I were to invite you anywhere, you would just show up late. But Shizune's words are outside of Lily's perception, a fact that is by the second increasingly maddening to her. Translate for me completely, please. What a polite phrasing. It's a shame she keeps essentially asking me to let her fully release the dogs of war. Still, I can't just do nothing. The feeling of being unable to even respond and being understood is so isolating. She would never forgive me. Just play the phone, Hiso. Until, you know... But, like, interject and translate, make sure to tell both of them. I'll just try to soften her words a little. Well, actually, this was all cooked a while ago. Really, that's nice. Turn over here. It's disrespectful not to look at the person you're speaking to. That isn't the way a prim and proper lady should conduct herself. Half of what I'm saying is really what Shizune is saying. She doesn't like it when people don't look in her direction when she's trying to make a point. She's to the right of my voice. Although in this case, I understand why Lily wouldn't. This is a very awkward situation, and it's very daunting being the sole conduit for dialogue between the two of them. Yeah, now you understand what Misha goes through. Truthfully, I'd forgotten what happened to the last time they had butted heads like this. I'm sorry, such formalities slipped my mind completely. I forgot that the student council president is the type of person who would demand such respect and adherence to the rules at all times. I suppose student governments require you to keep a tight ship. Then again, the certainty has time for its own fun as well, so that must not be completely true. Student council is not a dictatorship nor a zero-sum game. Shizune points at Lily with her finger like the barrel of a gun and snaps her fingers explosively, causing her to flinch and become visibly upset. Is that so? Ooh. Oh, then that makes it more impressive that you have been part of it for so long. Playing as it. Whoa! Whoa! I admire the fact that you're so tenacious. To manage it all, you must be so responsible as well. Not as much as I would like to be. You can't complain about yourself, though, can you? You're very unresponsible. Actions like requesting a deadline to be extended, then running all the way through the next deadline, that's very model of responsibility. She's happy to hear that, but apparently you're pretty responsible yourself, she says. Does she really? More or less. Lily doesn't seem very happy. We're not holding a cookout, we're taking a little lunch break. We're actually out here building stalls for the festival. You wouldn't know since you never go outside. Did you run out of tea? Dear God, you too! Are you going into town shopping? No, as I said before, I was just passing by in case you did not hear. I would hate to interrupt the student council president. You're not doing anything now, but you must both be very busy. In any case, Hisao, I'm sure the student council president will be able to find or make work for the both of you if she needs to. I'll devour you! Yeah, very busy. Devour is a hard word. I'm pleased I can read it. This isn't the time to celebrate, though. Not over that. Instead, it looks like they might stop squabbling. I would drink to that. Have a nice day, Hisao. Goodbye, student council president. Thanks, you too. Stay classy. Dear Lord! Dear God. When she's done, she heads right back to hammering with the same mindset. It's good she's working off of her frustration, but she doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk anymore. About 2 hours later, she stops having mowed through the rest of the stalls non-stop in that time. Still feels hard to approach her. Really? First class. Yay! For your level. There aren't many deaf people in school, and sign language classes have been on the edge of getting caught for a while now. I'm sure you don't have many classmates, am I right? If you're only learning sign language now, your speed is going to be limited. That is why interest in it wanes. Because it takes more effort than normal to just communicate. I imagine it's the same with all languages. Yeah. Less spontaneous. Spontaneous. Oh! Nisha's the only person who could really capture it. Yeah, that's definitely true. Wait, hold on. That expression. Her expression changes for a second. It changes back quickly too to disgust. But I get the feeling this isn't meant to be pursued. What I really want to know is, why do you and Lily fight so much? Tensing a little invisibly, frowning, Shizune tenses her fingers and overlays them repeatedly as if shuffling a deck of an invisible deck of cards. Two fights that you know aren't worth of calling so much. If you had been here last year, you could say that. I heard it was a rough year. Haha, surprise. Oh, that's Hisao saying. I'm not dodging anything. She's part of the student council until last year. We didn't get... Huh, So I think I get the idea. Shizune's, like, Lily wants to be more of a traditionalist and just keep doing the way. Shizune's, like, radical reform. Now. We're doing things my way. Wanted to do more, and we had a fight. A lot of fights. She couldn't do anything on time. Then she said... Oh... You two, I want you two to get along, though. I like both of you guys. If she could have been that motivated before, she wouldn't have to put so much dedication into being my enemy. But if she shows that much spirit, it's not a complete loss. I see. That was just a joke. Having a little fun sometimes is important, too. Oh, dear God. I wanted to go for 3 hours, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if my voice is gonna last that. I'll try. We're almost at the 2 hour mark. The next day, I ended up having to hunt around a bit, though I'm not sure if I'm gonna edit out the piece where I sort of left for a little while, had to go do something. So we'll see. The next day, I ended up having to hunt around a bit at the start of lunch to find that my usual... Oh, darn, that sucks. Oh. Dear God. Hey, Hisao, is that you? Yeah, it's me. I guess I should be happy it's him, not and say a slasher. Kenji begins talking as if he's having a conversation with someone other than me. No, the haircut is unmistakable. What? What? Yeah, what are you doing here? Measuring the temperature. Winter will come soon. It will be too cold for women to go out and have their sex in city-style power lunches, followed by obstructive human wave formation walks in crowded urban areas. Men will be able to walk the streets unfettered once again and reclaim what is his heritage in order to prepare pizzas. That seems torturous. Okay. So, there's much we can learn from the bear. Kenji nods, emphatically agreeing with himself. Okay, so check this shit out. Hipster hockey baseball hat girl. Oh, huh. What? Yeah, I mean, that's true. God. How is Kenji the fucking reasonable one here? I mean, to be fair, that also describes you. Still... Hockey baseball cap to work indoors. Well, that's fine, I think. Yeah, that's true. Why are you at work? You have your diary. You keep going for the dream of a better tomorrow. I did not need to know that, Kenji. You know, frequent diarrhea is bad. You should start drinking so much milk. Do you have like an allergy? Are you lactose intolerant? What? What? Even elementary skill codes know that. They can't get the jar open in the first place, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that's true. I'm a genius. He self-assuredly rubs his cheek. Which is something I imagine scientists did until I met Muto and was tremendously let down. Worst disguise ever. Huh. Worst disguise ever. Huh. Really, let me see. Oh. 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 He squints as soon as they're off his face, which makes him look even more tired than he already does. He was right. He does look very different. Kind of like he hasn't slept in years. Not different enough to be a good disguise, though. You need more sleep. Nah. You look like you need it. No way, these are just the eyes of the man who's seen things like shaman's eyes. Terrible things that you can't imagine. Oh! Oh, what? I don't need to know that. Oh! Man, I hope you realize I'm just joking. I laugh, pretending that I did. Somehow, looking him in the eyes is more difficult than usual. Want some trivia? People with small eyes wear big glasses. I read that somewhere. It's because it makes your eyes look less beady. Really, I didn't know that. He put the music's record scratch. He puts his glasses back on. I feel oddly relieved for a moment until I remember that I still have to deal with them, glasses or not. Well, anyways, this artist girl wanted to paint my portrait once, I think. I still had to talk to her 5 times before she started making sense. Must have been Rin, I suppose. What she looked like. I don't know, woman with sandals. She had no arms. Rin does wear sandals, but I feel like the chance of there being another free-spirited female art student wearing sandals beside her is reasonably high. I was thinking, sure. People would ask who I was, only I haven't saved society yet, so it was pointless. And then if someone recognized me, I'd have to explain myself. Sure. What list? There are many lists. That's true. What are you doing here anyway? Nothing, I just kind of got it by accident. Record my shows. Ooh, you have the TV. Oh. Huh. When I get back to the cafeteria, exhausted but barely alive, I think of eating lunch with Shizune again, but find her staring at a table with Misha already. What a dirty little thing to think about. Oh, aw. Hi, Hee-chan. Hearing her voice again, even after such a short time period, is jarring, and I wince. These past few days, I've forgotten that communication with Shizune is almost entirely silent, and concentrating on getting it right, I had tuned out even ambient noise. Well, I'll get used to it again. I'm glad she's back. I'm done making up all my work, just in time I won't have to miss the festival. Wahaha. If they had to try to enforce that... What? I would pull you out on the student... if they really tried to enforce that, I would pull you out on student council business. That's an abuse of power. No, it isn't, Hee-chan. Shi-chan says that if there are only 2 student council members, yeah, it has to be at least 3. It's good of everyone, perfectly reasonable, it's necessary. Shizune is Mbappe. Oh god, is anyone else keeping up with the World Cup? Oh, I'm so sad. What the hell happened to Korea? What the hell happened to my country? Oh, I'm sad. If you say so. I'm actually happy right now that we could talk to each other, all 3 of us. In the beginning, though, I thought that I might have found myself in a bad situation. I was sure that Shizune would hate being saddled with a tour guide for the new guy. I didn't want to be that kind of burden either. It would be awkward even if she weren't deaf and mute too. Just now, she said that we would all be at the festival, the whole student council. I don't think the student council has any jurisdiction over Tatanaba. It's only Shizune's way of saying that she wants to spend it together. It's nice to have friends. It's a simple thought, one that makes me genuinely happy that we could slip into being such with so ease. But despite the roundabout way in which she said it, I'm glad that Shizune thinks it's strongly enough to express it at all. A question out of nowhere. You want me to sit with you that badly? We're in the student council, we should sit together as much as possible. It's logic. Anyone would jump at the chance to sit with 2 cute girls anyway. She pauses. Oh, okay. Yes, Hisao's not that cruel. You're abnormal. Well, I didn't expect her to end it like that. You're too quick to call other people abnormal. So arrogant. You're too quick to call people arrogant. That makes you arrogant, and arrogance is also abnormal. You're double abnormal. It doesn't work that way. It's a sliding scale. Ha ha ha. Leaning on her arm, Misha closes her eyes and lets out a low, slow laugh like chuckle. Don't laugh. Don't laugh in this kind of situation. I notice that Misha signs everything I say to Shizune anyway. Even though I'm signing myself, this is redundant, but it's an unconscious action for Misha. On the other hand, I can't stop. If I let myself... Exactly. Hee-chan, you and Shi-chan talk to each other more now, back and forth. It's really funny too, like an old married couple, right? Whoa. It's not a compliment. Shizune doesn't react to Misha trying to pair the 2 of us up. Maybe she didn't see it. Sometimes it does happen, I noticed. I wonder if it's really that simple and why I care so much, but I don't want to think about it too hard. I want to leave. I keep thinking that I'm hogging Misha's time with Shizune, and that be that Misha cut in just now on purpose feeling that way. I doubt that either of them will let me leave though. In some ways, they're too nice. Anyway, Shizune, if you really want to know, I didn't want to see her because I didn't want to intrude. Not that because of Misha being away for supplementary lessons or whatever, you 2 would have a lot to talk about, and I should just leave you alone to catch up. So I thought I should just hang back. Don't worry, Misha. I'm not trying to monopolize Shizune. Wahaha, Hee-chan, it's not like that. You're so considerate. Shi-chan is sorry and apologizes. I don't really think it's worth apologizing over, so don't worry about it. Hey, don't you both think that since Misha's back, we should go celebrate somehow? I think so. Hee-chan, usually having to make up more work isn't something to celebrate over. No, it's a good idea. The timing is perfect, and Shizune said that the student council should have a little fun too sometimes. You probably heard that too, right, Misha? It should be fine. Actually, wait a second. Didn't you have to make up work because you were missing so many classes to begin with? So skipping out to celebrate would be kind of stupid. Maybe the timing isn't perfect, like I said, but we could go after school. Where should we go? Misha speaks Shizune's question to her aloud before she even stops to think it over. Both of them are completely ignoring me. I don't like. What was that random aside with Kenji, by the way? Hey, listen to me. Two-man short-sighted student council team. What? Wahaha, Hee-chan, you're part of this team too. Ah yes, I guess I am. Yeah, you are, Hee-chan. So forgetful and so troublesome. So forgetful and troublesome. I feel sorry for the girl who falls in love with you. So, where do you think we should go? Oh, darn. Yeah, Misha, or Shizune, there's at least 5 of them in different timelines, and in this one, you're the one, so, yeah. I'm laughing in spite of myself, wanting to see how Misha seems so enthusiastic now when she was the one so apprehensive about a few seconds ago. The Shanghai. A tea house doesn't look like a bad place to celebrate, especially since they sell cake there, and cake is the most celebratory food. Huh. Oopsies. Welcome. It's been a while since I've heard Yuko's voice, so I'm surprised all over again by the energy she puts into her greetings. Sort of like an extremely nervous Misha. Hi, you don't have to do that all the time if it's just us. Yes, I do. But... Okay, if you say so, Yuko. Ha 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 ha. Take this moment to glance around the tea house and notice that it's empty as ever. Darn. What do you want to get? No, I'm supposed to ask, is there anything that I can do for you? Just some coffee for now. Oh, again? Come on. And again, we're the only customers here. Who knows what it'd be like with a full house. The whole point of sharing a meal with friends like this is that is true. Okay, to be fair, I get that. I'm also a fast eater. It's not healthy to inhale your food. Haha, Hee-chan sounds like an old man. I cringe and instantly feel like I've been punched. Are you gonna wear a yukata tomorrow, Hee-chan? No, I don't even have one. Well, even if I did, I'm not the kind of guy who does stuff like that. Boo! What about you? Are you two going to dress up? Of course. Hell yeah! What do you mean, of course? You didn't dress up last time. One time is not a trend. It's a completely different situation anyway. Aside from not being Tatanaba, the festival was on school ground. The students should wear their uniform on school grounds. I guess her way of saying outrageous things seriously is a little better than if she were to say serious things outrageously, like Misha. What's more troubling in any case is I started to associate a voice with her signing, and it's clashing with how Misha is saying out loud everything Shizune signs anyway. I feel disoriented. I'll dress up this time. You'll see, Hee-chan. Not just Hee-chan, but me too. Maybe I'll change my hairstyle too. Don't do that, I can't really imagine you looking any differently. Shizune wags a finger and smiles. Such a quick and firm disapproval. What if I were to change my hairstyle? Maybe you should grow your hair and make it look like drills. She looks unamused. Aw. Now that would be quite a sight. Darn, do I get to see everyone? Why don't we get to see this in any of the other routes? I feel cheated. Well, I did hear this is like the longest one. Yuko, are you doing anything for Tatanaba? Or Tanabata. Huh? It's like she was practicing how to most smoothly ask if I need a refill of coffee or... Huh. I feel bad. Yes, I'm working. Aw. Yuko, they make you work on holidays. Aw. Well, someone has to keep the stuff going. We have the most business on Exactly. Like, that's the time to get the dough. Although, to be fair, I've worked at Comic-Con a few times. I think it's not so bad if they give you breaks and, like, let you enjoy the festival a little bit. I understand completely. So admirable. The most business, huh? So how many people on average during a holiday? Ah, well. Yuka walks away and starts cleaning up. Oh. This isn't polite. This is not what a proper waitress would do. Ah, darn. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I conveniently miss mobs of customers by seconds each visit. I mean, I know that Amy and Lily and Hanako all frequent this area as well. Didn't Rin come by as well? I don't remember. Maybe this place is just a front for arms dealers. Ooh. Where can I get the cool rifles, huh? I want one. You can talk about economic infeasibility, but Yuka doesn't take the bait. Aww. Really? Huh. What do you mean never? What about last year? Last year... Oh. Yeah. Shi-chan cooked and Lily took the orders and I translated for them. Shi-chan kept saying, it's inefficient, Misha. Why do you have to be the middleman? As in, why is there a middleman in the first place? Huh? It would be fine if I did the cooking. You took orders. It doesn't make sense at all. Yeah. Exactly. Right? Right. Shizune adjusts her glasses grudgingly, causing Misha to break into laughter. It was the old student council's idea. That's why. Shizune's... Terrible. At universities... Wow, really? Millions? Alright, and they're even more involved in school. Huh. Huh. I mean, you are a high school student council. Student government, yes, but still a government. They're still a student. So? Want us to have more and more work. It was hard to convince the school and... Huh. Oh. Attendance reports, day in and day out. Would you prefer... would you prefer that, Hee-chan? Of course, Hee-chan. As soon as the workload started going up, most of the student council stopped coming. Wahahaha. Shizune's fingers fold over each position. I chose carefully. She seems she wanted to add something, but she can't bring herself to. Yeah. That was then, this is now. We'll just have fun tomorrow. This is what she finally settles for. Yeah. Okay then. Student council is adjourned for today. It has to be adjourned excitingly because today was a good day. Ha 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 ha. School seems to be over by the time we leave the tea house, and as I can see students coming down from the school as we walk up the road towards it. Oh. Misha's head, her hairstyle. Yeah. Probably quite a few of them. Makes me feel a little pride, an emotion I never felt doing something for school. Maybe this is how Shizune feels as well. I almost want to ask, but it feels stupid to want to do so. So, I just hold on to as the three of us walk onto campus, then separate. Shizune to the student council room, and Misha and me to our dorms. It isn't until they are gone until I realize I didn't ask when and where they want to meet up tomorrow. Okay. I think that is a good place to leave off. My throat is about to fucking fall out. Ugh. Okay. this always gets me. The one over by the side right here. Yeah, did I screw up? I feel like I feel like this is meant to be the last one to be played. I feel like we might get more interactions with everyone else too. There's a song we still missed. That's crazy. Aww. Still so much stuff we haven't uncovered yet. What could that be? Okay, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please leave a like, a subscribe, and a comment if you haven't done so already. And make sure to smash that bell if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I will probably be going for today. Seriously, I am having a lot of fun with this. I want to play it more. I need to get this... Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is like one of the Let's Plays I'm having the most fun with right now. Though, I do kind of want to, like, have a bit more diversity in my, what I stream. Maybe I'll, like, try playing... I don't know. I'll see if there's anything going on soon. Maybe. We'll see. So, yes, I will get going now. Anything else I want to say? No, not at this moment. Anywho. Yes. So... The sky's up, and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.